Hello everyone, my name is Lance90 and welcome back to the Let's Play Kerbal Space Program. I've just been doing like rescue missions and tourist missions off camera. There's one set of missions that I have that I wanted to do on camera though, which is I have this Explore the Moon one, which is transfer any crew between vessels near the moon, and transmit or recover scientific data from the surface of the moon. This might not happen in the same run actually. But there should be one more for rescuing someone out of orbit of the moon. So if I do the rescue and it'll count as exploring the moon. I might not be able to load that third one on there though. Not without a lot more effort. Suppose I could though. We then have to start considering about our fuel and stuff though is the only problem with that idea. My cat is going insane. Alright, so we know this bad boy works. I can't remember how much extra fuel it had on it though. So if I send it with just Jeb, I could pick someone up. I think it had extra fuel to spare, because I think we were using part of this stage to take back off usually. I'm going to trust past me design this thing properly and that I don't have to add or remove anything from it. Take a quick sweep. This is wrong. Past me cannot be trusted, apparently. Okay, that's another misclick. After our experiences with as much wobbling as we've been getting, I don't really want to keep anything unbalanced unless it has to be. We have food this time, yes, yes. Eventually upgrade the solar panels. Do we have the larger panels? We do. They don't really come home. Which is the cheapest? These cost more than like just putting some of these on. I feel like the ship was having a little tiny bit of fuel problem. I mean, energy problems. Not much, but I'm gonna strap those onto it. A little bit lower just so the engine isn't as in the way of it. Save and launch. Hopefully nothing got broke there. Again, as far as we know, this rocket should just function. But it has been quite some time since I've used it, so you never know what I could have forgotten about a quirk in its design. Oh, that's loud. Holy shit. Hold on. Why is... I don't know if you're hearing it too loud or if I'm hearing it too loud. This tells me this is at 5% volume. So it really shouldn't be you guys hearing it too loud, so I'm just gonna dial back my headset. And say sorry if that looks too loud though. That really does. I don't know why it's so loud though. It's at 5% volume. Sound is such an annoying part of this making videos. Process is never is right. You have to crank down game volume like so low for it to sound right on recordings. It doesn't really make sense to me. Like play a game by yourself, 100% volume, sounds fine. Doesn't even sound very loud. Suddenly when you're recording, you set it to 100% volume, it's like way too loud, and even like 20% volume is too loud most of the time. This thing on course, it's kinda... It's not completely floppy, but really not ideal. I think the game is trying to encourage me to move up to the next size of parts, but it's not necessary. Alright, we do have the flight engineer. I think that comes with the... No, this one I might have actually strapped one in. This thing might actually have the Kerbal Engineer attached to it somewhere. Yeah, it does. What's the rocket doing? Island. That's too fast. Although, again, I've read that you don't actually want to do that, but... Again, have the altitude up here so I don't have to pop open the map. Open and close it constantly. This might be too steep of a gravity turn, but I don't know, it kind of felt right. Though it is getting a little bit too... But we were at, like, at Apoeps. Hold on. Wait, what? Shit! I was looking at the wrong measure. That was not good. Probably the worst orbital insertion I've done on the series so far. I was looking at the wrong thing. I thought this was our Apoep site. Probably. Oh yeah, I installed the trajectories mod. I thought I already had it installed, but for some reason I did not. Hopefully that wasn't too big of a waste of a burn there. We may have to decide to forego landing on the moon with this one. We don't necessarily have to do it. Please don't do that. I get the most efficient entry here. Although I think we do want to get there kind of quick because that person might run out of food before we can save them. Oops, did not mean to do that. The Imperiaps would have stayed up though. Eventually we'll get to the sweet spot here. As usual, any of these would work. I'm just trying to dial back as much fuel as we can. Can't click on the right thing there. Probably somewhere in there is probably the best we can do. I don't seem to be losing the encounter anymore. Yeah. Here. Alright, good enough. I think ultimately that only shaved off like 10 meters a second. It's like not even that useful. You know what? This thing didn't have problems with electricity on its own. It's just that glitch was causing it to just run out of energy for no reason. Which I don't know what causes that one. Has to be something to do with life support, I think, but I don't know specifically what. Those bad boys folded out. Probably want to turn to face the sun too. Maybe that will help save some extra power. Work near the maneuver here. As my cat continues to run around like a lunatic. Is the moon 20 seconds? Or that might be Minmus at 20 seconds. Oh, but yeah, they might both be 20 seconds, but. It says our estimated burn is 11 seconds. Guess I'll give it a little bit more time. I don't trust it completely though. Yep, I knew I shouldn't trust it. It's a 2-minute burn. Ooh. Kerbal Space Program. Loves to lie to me. I don't know why I get that. I don't know why I have that issue so much more than other people do. Long burn. Eventually I'm gonna have to put some satellites up. A few polar satellites about at Minmus's orbit. And that will be tricky and fuel expensive, but alright. Still have fuel in the center stage though. Should be enough to slow down and all that good stuff. The only question is I don't know if we're actually going to be able to save this person. Oh, we lost a couple of our... Oh, the engines fell off the fuel tanks, I think. This orbit looks like really, really wrong. I don't really know if that maneuver worked at all like it was supposed to. I think this is like the longest way out to the moon that we could have taken. Because we're overshooting it and then we're coming back. That's my... I'm in the stage view. I'm sure our solar panels are still in the sun. Oh, I think that's how we're supposed to do it. That's strange to me, because that's how I always do that maneuver node. But maybe it was just really messed up for that initial burn. Yeah, now we're orbiting the wrong way and everything. Alright, let's see which way he's going. He's the other way. Okay. I don't remember which way is better. Is it slowing down or is it turning? Slowing down just puts you in orbit. You just gotta burn this way as soon as you can. Probably definitely not going to land then, because definitely gonna run out of fuel in the inner stage now. Doesn't matter when we do this burn, we just need to... Like, the maneuver wasn't to see when exactly we had to do it, just if that was the right direction to burn to make it happen. In fact, we can just follow this more than the maneuver node. Even take less energy to do it that way. Hard to chase. Jebediah needs to level up. We gotta land on Minmus though to get the next level. It's above the mountains, something like that. A microscopic little bit of fuel left in here. Used to slow down. Now we're using Ferrum Aerospace. These two parachutes might be enough to save this entire section. I kind of doubt it, but there is potential there. I'm leery about trying to land this thing now. We're not leaving it behind. So we're taking it with us. Could cause some issues. Could try, though. If I had a better memory about how much fuel this thing had left over in the previous landings. Hope we're not passing over like we just happened upon the lowest lying mountains in on the moon and now we're actually not high enough up to do this. gonna start burning now just because I don't know how much thrust we're gonna have in the final engine here. This guy is at such a low altitude, too. It's really going to be hard to catch him. Because I can't go under him to try to outrun him. I'm going to have to let him get close to me. Which is just going to mean a lot of blind fast-forwarding time until he gets close enough. And this is one of those things that I can't save scum. Did just kick save it out of habit, but not gonna save scum this, making this happen, you know. Best I can really do is try to normalize our inclinations. Like that. Interestingly, we didn't get that electric charge warning on the way out here this time. So the solar panels may have helped, actually. Which would be one bit of good news. I just feel like this dude's gonna run out of oxygen before he catches up to us. Or before we can rescue him in general. Yeah, but Daya has plenty of light support. It's just this other capsule. Oh, actually, we have a close encounter there. I might be able to just finagle it. I'm really bad at intercepts, by the way. They're just kind of pretty difficult. I can do things that would be considered a lot more difficult, a lot easier than I can do a simple little intercept like this. If you want me to land on a moon around Jewel, not a problem. Get me to intercept in low Kerbal orbit. Now I have a situation on our hands. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but still, not the easiest. It's things like mech-jib to just do it for you. That's how not easy it is people have made programs to just do it for them. Do this little burn just to get us a little bit closer. Do the rest though, I have to just do it by the seat of my pants. Like, I've pulled on all the directions as much as I can to get them as close as I can. They're just not getting any closer now, so. Don't know how else to tug and pull on things to make them get any closer. collapse. Try to slow down. Up. Five kilometers. To be quote unquote successful, like our first measure of success of doing this is we have to get an encounter that's less than 2 kilometers. That's when you can visually see something loaded into the game. Any farther and they just don't appear. It's to save memory. So once you get in with 2 kilometers, you can do it by the seat of your pants. Which is easier than trying to use these maneuvers to make it happen. Maneuvers are just to make it as close as you possibly can ahead of time. Then when you get into the last 2 kilometers, what else you can do? Maybe one more adjustment over here. The ascending node, I'll be able to cancel out any other vertical difference we have. Figure out which one I can pull in the other direction. Not too far already. It flips over instantly. That, it's it zeroed out. Slow down. Four, 3. All the while, we don't want to end up going too low around the moon either, because that's another problem. It's too much. 0.7. 5, 2.4. 0.4 is about the best I can do. Here he is. This tiny little burn here. Alright, there's the 2 kilometers. Bring him home. If he's not dead. Luckily, the mission is transfer crew between 2 things, so I could probably, if he is dead, You can probably send Jebediah over to his pod and then send Jebediah back. That might count. Hopefully I don't have to transfer each of them to each other's vessel. That could complicate the whole process. Okay, we could probably fly it by the seat of our pants at this point. Margaret, so it's actually a her. Alright, now we can work on some things. I'd like to push this towards... I think that could be the other way around, actually. Yeah, it's the other way around. I bet. Need to push the retrograde marker towards that marker. My bad. That will mean that we're slowing down towards them, or that our butt's pointed towards them, I should say. For some reason I haven't seen, let me see if there's actually like a setting for this somewhere. I haven't been seeing the little marker around their pods when I've been saving them. You're supposed to be able to. Might be a main menu option, or it might just be gone. There used to be like a little purple box around your target. There they are. I think actually we're going the wrong way. Ooh. Maybe we're just going really slow. This is the other marker. We can't do this. We got to do it this way. Pull prograde towards them. We are going towards them. We're just going towards them slow. All right. Now I just need patience. Like normally, you'd see a little purple box, and it would say how far away they are. Probably approaching too slowly, to be honest. Which is why it would help if I had a little purple box telling me how far I needed to go. Okay. Is our distance to them. Really, really far. This is too slow. We gotta drive towards them. We gotta go like 10 miles an hour at least. lost sight of them. Can't see them, but maybe that's them. Okay, let's see if they're still alive. And that weird airplane cockpit. It randomly gives them a cockpit with everything you got. Everything's depleted, but she's here. We need to get her over here before she, like, just disappoofs into existence. Or out of existence. Capsule door. We've done it. Performed a crew transfer near the Mun. Explore the Mun complete. Put Mun complete. Rescue Margaret. Save Margaret. Good. Now we have to decide if we're taking this home or if we're trying to land on the moon. We are like already like really low. It would not take much to like clear targets, by the way. Actually too close to the cockpit to even clear it right now. I don't know where all of our flags on the moon are, so let's actually go to our tracking station and see where we could land. But we did complete that mission, and I can take it safely home right now, so we're not really on a cliffhanger right now other than just trying to decide if we want to land or not. So I'm going to end the episode here. I hope you all enjoyed, and have a good day.